Hey. It's your boy, Steve. Time for another sketchy walk home from work where I go through the way that I usually go to get home from work. Hope I don't get hassled by any loonies or crackheads or just people looking to rip you off or something. My leg was bothering me yesterday. I literally, I can make it home. Don't worry about me, but I literally finally, first 2 hours of work weren't too bad, and I only had a 5-hour shift. But once it got to be about 8 o'clock, it started tightening up, and then I went to go under a tensor barrier, or, the ropes that you line up in a place, and something just went kind of, now, I didn't, aggravate something that was, I didn't tear a ligament or anything crazy like that. It strained whatever was already there, so I've been just kind of trying not to bend my knee. So, and then, about an hour left in my shift, because I've been, laboring on this leg, because I've been, putting all my weight on this leg, because this knee's been bothering me, so I've been pretty much gone through 3 days of work, supporting myself on my left leg. Suddenly there was a in the back, kind of up above the hamstring, this kind of pull. It's not bothering me too much now, but it was almost kind of a Charlie horse type thing. Thank God there was no customers in the room I was in at the time, because I was just oh, fuck. I was cussing full volume, because it was the only way I knew how to manage the pain. Now, fortunately, at the time in which I left work, I have 20 minutes to get to the max stop. And it, on a usual walk, it only takes me about 9-10 minutes. So the fact that I'm kind of hobbling at a slow pace, I'm not worried about missing the max. As you can see, our favorite, well, you probably can't see it that well, but our favorite RV that's been parked here for at least 2.5 weeks is still here. Cutting through Marshall High School again, even though it hasn't been open as Marshall since 2011. Doo-doo. Okay, it's a fire hydrant. I saw that, and I thought it was somebody sitting up there. I'm great, I gotta walk right by whoever that is. And I'm nope, there's a fire hydrant. Okay, so a walking wheel. I don't need my mask on right now. Let me breathe some of that beautiful air. Roll that beautiful bean footage. I wonder if kids will even get that reference. Bush's baked beans. Yeah, so this is the usual way I go. I kind of hop over this little railing here. I'm gonna have to kind of wrap around it though, because I'm kind of screwed up. There we go. Oh, don't hurt yourself. Okay. Oh, we have a beautiful moon in the sky tonight. Okay, I'm going uphill now. Crap. Okay, and what really sucks is yesterday I had a 5-hour shift. Didn't make it through great, but made it through. I literally couldn't make it through a 5-hour shift tonight. I have a 7.5-hour shift tomorrow. And I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I mean, it depends entirely. When I wake up tomorrow, I kind of self-check myself, which we've been talking about a lot now that we're, people recently back at work in the midst of this pandemic. There's a lot of emphasis on self-check. Of course, it's more for the sickness realm, not the you mess the living crap out of your knee realm. Anybody in there? I've always wondered, because I can see through these doors, and it looks very industrial-ish. I think someone's sleeping in one of these dumpsters. Yeah, check out what it looks like in here. I can't get the best look in the world, but yeah, it's looks like big boilers or something. I don't know, when I was in high school, we never had a room like that. Yeah, I'm hearing something in there. Could be a rodent, but I think it's a human being. Hopefully I'm not rocking because I'm hobbling, so there's kind of might be this little like kind of rockishness to my video. I'm trying to keep the camera steady. But I mean, other than that, life's okay. My girlfriend just got on a new health insurance plan. It doesn't cost much money. That's not bad. And it's good for me because I ain't gonna be on the Oregon health plan for the rest of my life. You know, pretty quiet out here. This is, you know, one night I would really hope somebody doesn't mess with me because I'm not in a great position. I'm not in a great shape to run. My hope is that my adrenaline will just spike and all of a sudden my legs will feel great. This car up here is pulling up and stopping. I don't really love that. You know, it could just be visiting someone they know, but yeah, I feel like I'm in more of a like, I might have to pull my knife out if somebody messes with me. Oh God, why does this have to be slightly uphill? It drives me nuts. Okay, we can do this. I'm just having a self-chat with myself and hoping whoever was in this car isn't a sketchy sort. Probably just somebody who lives over here or is visiting someone. I hope. I'll pull my knife on you, I swear to God. Of course, the area I'm more concerned about is once you get over here and you get out from under this light and it's just pitch black. It would be pitch black on this camera. It's not pitch black to me, like I'll be able to see if someone's coming at me, but it's the darkness and I don't want someone to be coming at me. Oh, God, this sucks. And it's almost 11 p.m. I work at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. So I have by the time I get home, I'm gonna have maybe probably at most 16 hours between getting home and having to be at work. I don't know if with one of my knees, unless this is the peak of the whole thing and I have this amazing recovery. God, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work tomorrow because if I can't walk, I can't walk. And I don't want them to think that I've ripped something in my knee. It's just I strained my knee 4 days ago and I've had to keep work. I've had to work every day since then. Oh, well, this is a fender bender waiting to happen. Man, get off his tail, bruh. At least they're giving me a little light through this gully of darkness. But yeah, and it's just literally tonight, I literally had to go to the office and say, I can't work. I literally can't work anymore. I don't need any anxiety about whether I'm gonna, is it worth it for you to keep me here these last 45 minutes of my shift if I end up actually severely injuring myself? And then I gotta have a knee brace and hello, this job that I work is, walking is a big part of it. So I knew I just had to go and be I can't and I'm not gonna work anymore tonight. And now I'm stressed about, the last thing I wanted, I knew having not, I go on walks, but being back at work in this environment is not the same as, in terms of what your body needs to endure, is not the same as just going for walks. Walking is a big part of it, but, even today I've probably walked about 10 miles. Well, usually in about a 5-6 hour shift, I'd walk about 10 miles, including the time it takes for me to go to and from the max stop. But considering I was hobbling a lot, I'm probably a couple miles, but still, I probably put in about 6.5 miles today. I put in about 8.5 miles yesterday. And then Sunday, which again, it was Saturday was when I was first noticing this. Sunday, I put in almost 13 miles. So here I am, this jacked up knee. And just since Saturday, when I first noticed it, over the course of 3 days, I've probably put, another 26, 27 miles of work on it in a couple of days, walking, more than 25 miles when you got a knee that's bugging you. It's no wonder that I'm just feeling like crap. And tomorrow, 7.5 hour shift, I'd probably end up walking at least, even if I hobbled a lot of it, I'd probably end up walking about 11, 12 miles. And with where I'm at right now, 10, 12 miles is a pipe dream. But at least I made it through the sketchy darkness without there being any issues. Of course, the last couple of days, it's more been after I get off the max and actually the finish of my walk going home that there's been issues. When I first started getting back to work, like about a week and a half ago, there was a lot of weird stuff going on. So it's shifted slightly, but in this area, I can always go back. Did I hear someone spit? I swear I heard someone spit in the bushes over there. Someone's spitting. Maybe there's like a llama over there. Or is it the llamas that spit? I should know this. Man, I want to go bowling, but I don't quite trust. The bowling crowd seems like a crowd that wouldn't quite be as mature about masking up and staying masked up and staying apart from each other. So I really want to go bowling. And this place has been because the old bowling this has been a bowling alley for eons. But it closed down, and like we thought it was going to go away, but then just reopened as Kingpins. But there was like an old sign across here that just said bowling in red letters, and it was kind of an iconic little thing that you'd see when you'd pass by on the freeway. I remember as a kid, I'd always look out for, things that I recognized along the freeway, and seeing the old bowling sign on top of this building was one of those things that I would always take notice of. There's one person over here who's kind of like wandering around a lot, like they're tweaking a little bit. I'm keeping my tired, aching white ass over here, where I'm most disassociated from people. Well, that was an interesting, 4-minute max ride. So, I finally get on the max, and I walk past a guy. I'm coming up to him from behind, so I can't see him. I stop and stand at a spot, about 15 feet away from him. He's got a bunch of bags with him, like luggage bags. And he just starts going, there's this thing that me and my friend at work do. We call it our prospector laugh, and it's like this type thing. So, but sometimes we go a little evil with it. This guy was doing essentially an evil prospector laugh. So, and he's just staring at me, just eyes locked on me. So, I don't know what the guy's deal is. I don't know if he's trying to, freak me out, if he's got, some kind of mental issue. So I pull the classic, we pull into the next stop, the one stop between where I get on and where I get off. And I hop off the train I'm on and quickly rush back to the other train. So I'm still taking the max, I'm just getting on a completely new train. So I don't have to deal with the laugher and whatever his motives might be. So the moment I hop on the new train, I just hear this guy, and he's just singing to himself. Just, I turned the camera on briefly on the max to see if I could hear him, and I think I heard him for a second, but then the voice came on. Gotta wear masks while you're on the max. Masks while you're on the max. Face coverings are required. Of course, this guy wasn't wearing one. Oh, that's a new arrival. We got a new jumbo RV parked along this stretch. Nothing to make me feel a little less comfortable walking home, but yeah. So that guy was just kind of like, And then I go one more stop and finally get off the max. So it's never a dull moment. Oh God, I'm just glad I'm almost home. It's not just my knee or, where I strained myself earlier. It's my freaking feet. Especially my left foot. My left foot's been just supporting me for the last 3.5 days. I seriously, I want to, push myself and make myself work tomorrow. I also don't want to rip a ligament in my damn knee and end up having knee problems for the rest of my life. That stuff happens. You do the one wrong thing to your knee and your knee can just be screwed for the rest of your life, and you're constantly, and I don't need any. I already have some of that with other stuff. I don't need, at 35, I don't need any fresh, permanent body issues. Age is going to give me plenty of those. So, yeah, tomorrow's going to be entirely just how I feel. I'll get up and try to move around. And if I'm just, not feeling it, I'm not going to put my physical health at risk for a 7.5-hour shift that honestly, someone else that's working there could actually easily cover. They wouldn't even probably need to call someone in. So hopefully I'm okay, but I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to feel like tomorrow. What if there's going to be another guy? Last night, there was a guy over by the hospital just standing under the lights screaming. And there's this guy over here. He's just been, walking. He's just kind of seems just be doing his own thing. But I'm wondering if I'm testing fate, because both times I heard some guy screaming and losing their minds, it was over in this vicinity right in front of me. I see someone at that bus stop dead ahead, and I'm crossing the street. Because it seems to be where all the screamers hang out at. It's nice to know you have a lot of just screaming people hanging out right outside of the medical center. This is where I went for my rheumatology appointment. Probably down around this area on the second floor. And just past it is the hospital where my main doctor's office is. I've been there numerous times because every time I go and see him, nothing ever freaking gets done. No offense to him, he's a nice guy. And maybe, obviously I'm not a medical professional by any means. I don't know what all the terminology means, but I noticed after I got him as my doctor, it says he's specifically a doctor of medicine, which makes sense to me because he knows what medication to give you when he knows what's wrong with you. He just doesn't know how to diagnose anything. Even basic stuff, he just waffles back and forth, and it's like he doesn't really know. State-funded healthcare. I mean, I'm getting it for free. I guess I shouldn't be too, what the hell was that? I heard some, sound. Oh, I think that door is cracked open. Oh, yeah, I think it's just an employee. But, yeah, it was right over there, this lit area. That's where the dude that was screaming at me was last night. So I was over walking on this side of the street and trying not to make eye contact, and he was right in there in that well-lit area, standing right by that door, just a screaming. But not too bad tonight. Really, it's probably waiting at that Mac stop was a little sketchy because that one person there, I don't know. They were just kind of moving around a lot. Maybe they were just tweaking, looking for something. But yeah, tonight it was definitely on the Max that all the entertainment happened, so I didn't really get any of that. Oh, I'm just glad to be home-ish. That guy's truck sounds like it's running a wee bit rough. That said, I'm gonna cross the street. I don't trust this side of the street. Oh, man. I'm hobbling. Oh, God. Oh, you're almost home. You're almost home, man. You can do it. I need all the help and confidence I can get in the world. Again, don't worry. I'm not about ready to, rip my knee. My knee's not about to split open. It's It's tightened up. It is in just a lot of discomfort because I haven't gotten it. And as we say in reference to Sunday in many religious faiths, I have not been able to give it its day of rest. So, just like, I have Thursday off, but I have to get through tomorrow to get to my day off. And it's just, God, I hope I'm not just destroyed. Because, sleep, it's a crazy thing what sleep can do for you. Sometimes it really gets you, it could just work wonders for you. And then other times it's like you wake up and you're like, okay, I feel crappier than I did when I went to bed. What happened? What happened is it's a crapshoot. Just realized my mask is back on. I pull it down, and then someone gets near me and I'm like, okay, put it back up. Might as well leave it on. Just to be safe, me and my girlfriend wear masks when we're upstairs at the house anyway, just because we're back out in the workforce again, and theoretically we're more susceptible to getting COVID from someone. So if we're upstairs, we wear our masks just to be safe, so that we don't, when we find out we get sick, it's too late and we've just been breathing our nasty air all over the upstairs. Definitely is a benefit that me and my girlfriend have the downstairs to ourselves, so there's a whole floor separating us. So like now I'm almost home, I'm just like, leave the mask on. Anyway, not a lot happened. As much as I record these in case something sketchy does happen, a lot of times it's just me opening up, rambling after usually a long day at work. Not really today, more an arduous day at work, but I only worked like 4 hours and 40 minutes, so sure as hell felt longer. Anyway, I'm almost home, so unless something crazy happens in the next couple blocks, I think I'll be fine, and therefore I will bid you adieu.